What up? And welcome to another episode of From the Script to the Screen, the Kaiju No.8 Edition. Episode 7 of Season 1 is out now. So as always, first and foremost, gotta shout out the creator, Naoya Matsumoto. And gotta give a shout out to the studio, Production IG. They covered chapters 15 through 20, jumping into volume 3. Appreciate all parties involved. Action-packed episode. Coming off of last week, we got the reveal of another humanoid kaiju, but we know that this guy has malice towards humans. We could tell that he's definitely a kaiju that can turn into a human, and not vice versa, like Kafka, who's a human that could turn into a kaiju. And ironically enough, Kafka's codename Kaiju No.8, we end up meeting Kaiju No.9, who's the person that Reno and Ichikawa are fighting. And so even though they're trying to hold their own, we see how much of a difference there is in power between a kaiju with a high fortitude and humans. Like I said before, since their equipment has the abilities as a kaiju, it all depends on your combat power and how much you can unleash. So these guys aren't there yet, even though we know that they're standouts. There's only so much they should be up against during their first year. So even though they were outmatched, I still enjoyed seeing the different rounds that they used. Just another instance showing how special the kids are, because the methods that they used would have been effective. We also see why this kaiju's fortitude is so strong, because not only does he have an effective way to fight with him being able to shoot multiple bullets or projectiles at a time, but we've also seen other instances, and he uses it in the fight, that he can control other kaiju. So he's able to protect himself just using the body of others. So the guy appears to be a problem, but we see Kafka make it in the nick of time. Even though the kids did take a lot of damage, he's able to stop him from killing them and make him retreat. A panel I enjoy seeing this week. Because not only did we see Kafka step up a little bit and increase his damage output, but we also see that Kafka's body is still evolving itself. And you saw that he was able to anchor himself down and apply more power. So it was pretty cool to see. Again, we're only scratching the surface on what these kaiju could do. The action this week was pretty exciting. The episode ends with an unfortunate situation. The worst thing you could imagine come true, and we see that Kafka ends up being confronted by other soldiers from the defense force, and he ends up having to retreat, but ends up running into Captain Shina. And so we see why he said earlier that when it comes to fighting kaiju up close and kaiju on the more smaller level, he's definitely a force to be reckoned with. So we'll see what happens with that. Enjoyed that episode. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Till next time. Peace.